I'm Kount Fif, Man Bites Dog Records. You know, life, hip-hop, man. You know, I grew up on early hip-hop, you know what I'm saying? Early 90s hip-hop. You know, KRS-One, Wu-Tang Clan, you know what I'm saying? That's my breed, so, you know what I mean? Like, just, I got into it real early, like in high school, you know what I mean? So it just birthed from there, you know, from writing rhymes and then wanting to make beats and getting into it and going to school for engineering and shit. So, you know, there's a lot of talent out there, you know, and people, you know, I feel like musically people are stepping the game up. So it's like, you know, it's just about networking and getting your name out there more and you know, just keeping up with the culture and keeping up with the times. The biggest challenge, I believe, you know, is marketing yourself and getting heard. You know, that's the hardest thing because there's so many producers, there's so many MCs, there's so many musicians out there trying to get heard now. You know, and it's just about finding your niche and finding that right tool to get heard. Granted, you know, my label, we have several classic records with, you know, legendary artists. It's just about, like I said, just starting from the ground up, grassroots, and we're an independent label out of Northern Virginia, and we're just, you know, just trying to build from the ground up. I love people to remember me for the classic music that I've made, you know, like the messages within the music. You know, we make raw hip hop, so at the same time, the message is not always happy and positive, but it's you know, I feel like I'm a grown man, and you know, most of our market, and you know, it is what it is. Everybody knows what time it is with the music, so just check out our website, www.manbitesdogrecords.com or mbdrex.com. Check out our Twitter, follow us, Man Bites Dog Records, Kount Fif, that's KOUNTFIF, and then Man Bites Dog Records, you know what I mean?